honestly,
You know, people have been waiting to get me for like 12 years.
yeah, how haven't you gotten yet?
Because I'm the best.
See, dude, I have like a mental illness where I don't actually want people to get mad at me, but for some reason something in me is like I want to make everyone upset.
We're the same. I'm like gold medalist tightrope walker. Like I am so good at it that I like say things where it's like I always have a back excuse where I can be like, "What are you talking about? I did this," and they're like, you know.
Are we rolling?
We are rolling. I'm feeling good with all the
all right, welcome
cameras.
to the podcast. We have with us our dear confidant, Nicky.
How you doing?
Oh no! Nope.
Oh.
Nope. Hold on. I wanted to get this one. There it is.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That feels good in the ear.
Yeah, that's the best part of the phones. that you don't hear the
Just sit down.
effects.
This is Pierre.
Yeah.
Also.
We have Pierre with us.
2 guests.
Yeah.
One's a little more quiet than the other.
Yeah, does he ever bark?
No. We just jump right into it?
Yeah.
He's barked at 2 people in his life.
Were they black?
One was.
Oh, one was.
Yeah, one was a guy that's named Jimmy Weirdo who right around the time he came over to a Christmas party, he was raising chickens for like a year, and he was just talking about these chickens and how he's been using the eggs and everything, and he was like one of my regulars when I worked in the bars.
Using the eggs?
Yeah, like eating them.
Okay.
Yeah,
like,
I guess
what's
it's a
he
weird
using
way.
them for?
I guess I only know one thing that you could do.
But Pierre didn't like that.
Well, he came into the house and he had just slaughtered the chickens after being like friends with them and like talking about. He's like, yeah, I didn't want to do it anymore, so we killed them, and now it just like froze them. And
dude, you let Jimmy Weirdo in your house?
Well, he came into the house and Pierre freaked out and like backed up and was barking. I've never seen him do that. Even when he barked at the black dude that was at Will's studio, like first off, I was like I was like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I was mortified that this was happening because, of course, like, someone was with us and they were like, wow, I never seen him bark at anybody. And I was just like, yo, why are you saying that? Like, you're just like, but I've
never seen him bark at anybody before.
Yeah, I was just like, nah, man, you can't do that. So, but yeah, that happened. And that's only 2 times he's barked at anybody. He's 14.
That's a good track record.
Yeah.
Because my dogs bark at anything.
Yeah.
Mailmen especially. They're classic dogs.
Oh, dude.
Don't get them started with the mailman.
Yeah.
And if it's a female mailman, forget about it, dude. They do not like that.
Yeah.
No, they don't. I don't think it actually cares. I think it's all
male woman.
all races and creeds.
Well, that's good.
If you're approaching the house, that's all them.
Well, that's what that's like a part of their thing, right?
Yeah. So let's try to get you in trouble.
Yeah.
We were talking about this at the beginning.
Good luck.
I actually have no incentive to get anyone in trouble, but I do. Dude, I've tried on this podcast I say plenty of things on here that, by all accounts, should get me in trouble, but dude, it's really just Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know.
When you can hear my voice and you can tell that I'm making a joke, obviously someone will still get mad and be like, oh, it's not like you can't joke about these things. They could talk about my privilege, this or that, which is all just like fine. But I'm just like, yo, I got a different sense of humor than you. I can't not have the sense of humor that I have because other people are like, well, I don't think that's funny.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, brother.
Yeah, I mean, it's confusing for sure. That's why I try to just not say too many things.
But dude, I can't not say the things. Jake knows.
You gotta say them. It's like you get blue balls straight up.
Yo,
you don't want blue balls, you'll die.
Yeah, well, is that a thing? You can die.
To all the ladies listening,
dude,
of course, yeah. Or
dude,
gay
there's
men.
got to be a way that you can die from blue balls. I mean, yo, the guy that got the guy on at the insurrection got tased in his nuts and died. So I got to think that if you got a bad enough case of blue balls,
Rest
and
in
it goes.
peace, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, rest in peace to that man. I've just never once read his name, but I've seen I've seen the anecdote many
Just
times.
to all the fallen soldiers
Yo,
of January 6th.
can we all just admit that if we were aware that that was taking place and we could conveniently go there, we would probably be there to spectate?
Yeah, like I would have.
I'd be right there next to Ariel Pink, just like looking.
I was pretty upset that I didn't witness that. I've been in like full scale riots before when like multiple times in my life. High schools. I was down there on the South Street riots. Like I used to love that shit. Like fucking just like pure chaos.
Yes.
Now I'm a little older. It's like the last thing I want now is like smoke too much weed. I'm nervous all the time. Like people are scary. Like, but yeah, like when afterwards I was kind of like, damn man, so close to that. I could have like witnessed.
Just see the
carnage.
chaos.
Yeah, just witness carnage.
I don't want that.
No.
Dude, I don't like being around a peaceful large group of people.
Yeah.
I'm like a real.
Well, I don't like that either.
I'm like a real pussy. Like I really just don't want to be. Yo, I honestly think within 10 years from now, you won't be able to get me to leave my house.
I could see that. I feel like you're probably like that already, aren't you?
Kind of. I don't really like to leave the crib, but at the same time, I come up to times where I'm like I gotta leave for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But usually I'll just post up.
Well, you guys have been touring again the past couple of years, so that kind of helps as make your case for not wanting to leave the house when you get home.
You seem like someone that enjoys touring.
I don't particularly enjoy anything, to be honest.
See, that's how I feel. Isn't that fucked up?
But if I mix it up enough, it's like enough to like trick my brain into like waking up and continuing on with life in general. It's like, okay, at least I'm gonna be here, and then once I'm there, I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here, and then like I just want to be home, and then I get home, and I'm like, when do I get to leave again and stuff.
We're tortured.
It's funny. She's like sitting out there, like listening to me, like, "Oh, fuck you, dude." Like, I think we're just babies, and
that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I say to him all the time, like, dude, for so long I was like, dude, like, I'm not cut out for regular shit. Mm-hmm. Like, working at like a regular job kills me, dude. Bro. Like, totally. And I feel like this is going to be an exhibit in my court case against my white privilege. But, dude, anytime I've worked at one, I've just like looked off into the distance and just thought like, this can't be what it is forever.
Yeah.
There's no way that I was meant to do these things. And then, dude, started touring and stuff. And like, in theory, it's like, I'm where I'm supposed to be. And it's the only thing I can do is the music shit. And even that, I'm like, I don't like this.
Yeah, you stopped doing that too. So,
yo, well, it's the traveling. I don't like to travel.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to travel either. We definitely don't like to travel the way we have to travel to do this.
Well, dude, I feel like we talk to bands all the time, and they're like, I love going to Europe. I'm like, you're a sick,
what the
twisted
fuck is wrong with you?
No one likes doing that.
Maybe if your band's super popular in Europe, it makes it a little bit easier. But any of your bands really just took off in the Europe, not UK, like mainland shit?
I mean, like,
you guys seem like you actually do well in Europe.
We do pretty well in Europe, but it's like just well enough to where like you're like, you know, when we tour Europe, we have to do it like a 5-week minimum. It's like after 3 weeks is when we go from red to green, and then it's like 2 weeks of making money essentially.
Doesn't sound worth it.
So it takes us about 5 weeks to actually make enough money to come home and be like, okay, that was worth it. But we go incredibly hard. We go on like 14 show runs and like in a row, and like, you know, I keep a pretty relentless pace because I'm like, something's wrong with me. And
I would say you seem relatively like, maybe productive isn't the word, but you definitely you seem like you keep going, whereas I have the opposite problem where I'm in the crib and I'm not even really thinking that much. I'm just like watching a show or smoking a blunt, rolling a blunt, pick up the guitar now and again.
I mean, I do the same thing at home. I'm like, I'm making a lot of moves. I'm on the phone a lot, and I'm just like pacing around in circles on my phone, like through the day. Like I wake up, have a cup of coffee, slam a couple of Adderalls, and then like eat a couple of eggs, and then I'm just like 6 o'clock rolls around, and I like snap out of it, and I'm just like, I need to smoke weed right now, or I'm gonna have like a heart attack.
I think I need Adderall.
Yeah, Adderall's sick.
Someone, this sounds fucked up. Somebody tricked me into taking it when I was in high school. And it was one of the best days of my life.
Yeah.
I was just like, I have like there's got to be some sort of diagnosis for this. But I can't organize my
autism.
Well, first of all, I feel like it's tough because everybody says they're autistic now, but I truly feel like that explains a lot of things about me.
Yeah, I think everyone is kind of autistic at this point. I don't know if it's like that there's something in the food, but like, or if it's just maybe.
Dude, those fucking dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets made us all autistic.
Yeah,
They're just too good to pass up.
Dino nuggies.
The Dino Nuggets have the same thing as the J&J.
I don't mind. Like, all right.
I guess you can't talk about that on the YouTube. You'll get demonetized.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't want to change it. You know, like, if I had kids or whatever, I'd feed them the same shit. Like, if I had to deal with it, you're gonna deal with it.
I mean, having autistic kids makes you more interesting anyway.
I mean, I would rather have an autistic kid than like a normal child,
dude.
Because I feel like I'm really getting into something.
A lot of times they're quieter.
Well,
there you go.
I have like autistic kids in my like family and stuff, and they're like just really way better than the regular kids in the family. Like, dude, it's just like I don't vibe with them at all. Like, you'll catch me like away from like we don't have a big family, but you're
at the autistic table at Thanksgiving.
Always, yeah.
That's what you could put.
Yeah.
One day
I kind of created it, to be honest, in my family.
You're the president of the club.
I am kind of not only a client, but the president as well.
Card carrying member, but yeah, dude, I don't know. There's definitely
but they
things.
do have drugs for it though. For
autism.
But yeah, that's
no. For whatever you have, that could be like someone on like a spectrum of ADHD.
The thing with the
autism.
Adderall is I feel like I have an issue where I can't articulate it properly. I can't organize my thoughts. Mm-hmm. If I try to like figure out an issue, my brain starts thinking about anything else.
Yeah, that's ADHD.
Or if I'm trying to talk to, like, dude, I can't do like simple, like, dude, doing my taxes is the scariest thing to me.
That's scary.
No one wants to do the taxes.
I haven't done them.
If IRS, you're listening, tune out for a second.
I haven't done them in a couple years. Like 2.
Yeah.
But previously, I went like a long time without doing that.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. I could tell you some really crazy things about everyone who's ever played in nothing who've never done their taxes ever to this day.
Holy shit.
And I'm just like, all right, man, like that, like these motherfuckers got Al Capone and like Mike Tyson or 50
but those
Cent.
motherfuckers are making money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when has the government not fucked with poor people?
Oh, I know. I think it'll
Facts.
just take longer to... And, yo, are all these people that we're referring to broadly broke motherfuckers? Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. The government I feel like, will take longer to...
Well, Al Capone died in prison, so you can't use him for tax evasion.
Yeah, but I just mean like...
He's also like murdering people in the streets.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
He's more hyper. They were like, we got to take him down on something.
Yeah,
we got to bring in the IRS.
Yeah, which is my point.
But yo, they're not gonna like come after someone that's like collectively made like less than $100,000.
You're just hoping that's. Are you trying to put this into? Okay,
both. I kind of think that because I'm like, well, they're going after the big dogs first, and then like once I start, I'm sure after a certain point, they can see how much money you make versus how much money you've paid them, and they're gonna be like, dude, you know what fucked all of us? Venmo and card payments I showed.
Yeah, they put a feed on your Venmo.
Yeah.
Dude, they freaking sent the man after us.
They really did. Sneakily.
Yeah.
You didn't know. I just found out you can do Venmo not public, like private, automatic, right?
Yeah. I always did that.
I thought you had to always switch it. So if I forgot, I'm like, shit, I just paid that person. Now people can like it and stuff. I do like to go through my feed and like people's shit, though.
I've never really done that, but I've always like kind of just the first page and be like, first off, the first thing I see when I see the Venmo is like all these people that I know hanging out and doing fun things, and I hadn't left the house in like 6 weeks. It's like, oh, dinner and like party. Here's champagne. And I'm like, I like those things. I haven't left the house and done anything in so long. Like, am I alive?
Do you get food delivered a lot?
Man, I don't want to like talk about this because it's actually like problematic. Like, you got to sit down, pal. Come on,
dude.
He's chilling.
He needs to get his face time.
Is he too hot? Is he too hot? The heater? How's everyone feel with the temp in here?
I feel pretty good.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Let me know if you need to kick it off too hot or anything.
I think I only used Venmo for like the first 2 years or like 2 or 3 years for drugs. Always. It was like the only thing that anybody, or like someone bought drugs and then you bought them dinner, but there was like drugs were always involved. With it.
Taco emoji or
you see like a snowflake on there. And be like, oh, guess who that was? You know.
Yeah, I don't
at like 6 a.m. Like, what the fuck is this dude doing at 5:45 posting snowflakes on his Venmo?
5:45. Dude, I don't fuck with delivery. Unless it's GoPuff. I do have a GoPuff problem.
During COVID, I was ordering like 3 meals a day from like Uber Eats.
Is Uber Eats the one still? Because remember caviar? I was driving the city earlier. I saw a guy with a caviar bag. It was all fucked up, and I was like, "We're like, do people still use caviar?"
Caviar. I feel like only when restaurants only offer caviar.
Yeah, now it's like Uber Eats is the one, right?
They have some different options sometimes. I feel like caviar you can get like into some more fine dining places.
Oh, I don't eat shit like that.
You can go to a Michelin star restaurant.
Oh,
with caviar.
see, are you like that? Like Will Yip, he's eating fucking caviar and sushi every night.
I worked in the bar and restaurant industry for like 14 years, so like it comes with the territory.
Dude, I don't It makes me feel stupid. I don't like. It makes me feel low class.
No,
it's good. I love it.
It depends on how you look at it. Like my favorite thing to do used to be actually it was to just go and get a couple drinks and eat some good food. And traveling is like it's huge for me. Is like hitting spots of places that I never would be able to hit, and I save my locations and save my favorite places on the map. It's like the only thing I've learned if I was going to tour the way I tour that I needed to try to enjoy myself a little bit more. And the one way I do that is by, putting on 15 pounds during a tour and then another 15 pounds when I get home and I have the post-tour depression. So like you do a 30-pound swing and then I lose it, and then I do the same thing over again.
You guys went to Budapest, and you guys swam in those spa day. I think I remember you guys posting that. I was jealous of that day.
That was actually in Milan.
Milan.
Yeah.
I was like, dude.
We go there every time now. We've been there like 4 times.
Oh, we've been to Italy? I think
Yeah.
did we play? That's the 2 places we played. Northern Italy.
Yep.
Yeah, we played there and it was awful. But
it's in San Pellegrino, actually. It's like an hour north of Milan. It's where they bottle San Pellegrino. So like the water in the spa that you...
It's bubbly?
It is. No. It's
you can drink it.
But the same water that filters through this gigantic spa, it's like hooked on the side of a mountain too.
Yeah.
It's like beautiful. And all the water is the same water that like is bottled up at the source. There's like a factory right there.
Dude, is it already bubbly?
No.
It just comes out of the world.
I don't know. It is mineral water, so I don't really know the process of it. It's not like soda water, San Pellegrino.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be mineral water. So
Mineral water, does that mean there's minerals in it, or it's just washed over some minerals?
I don't know. You got the wrong guy for that.
We need a scientist.
The water sommelier.
We need a scientist on hand and a doctor on hand.
Dude,
constantly for
I
this
need
podcast.
that's the thing. I need it. So my thing is, I feel like I really need to go to like a good doctor and be like, have him like explain some shit about me.
Yeah.
My doctor's a absolute fucking retard, and I hate him. And he can't even do simple things like when I request a refill on my medications, he takes like literally almost every time I need refills, I run out of my medication and I start go days without them. And I've said this before, I start to the one when I get off of it, it really fucks me up. I feel sick.
What do you take? Is it like
I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
okay?
But the one after like just a day of being off of it, I can hear my eyes moving.
Wait, what is? You gotta.
They make like a high.
Is it like a mental thing or
Yeah.
is it okay? Because I've like been on everything,
Dude, I took a couple like trying them, and they made me feel so bad.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's the most taxing thing to try to figure out medications, because so
Absolutely.
many of them just make you feel fucked up.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you gotta take it for 6 weeks or whatever before you know.
Yeah. Yeah, when I got jumped in Oakland, like I had real bad head trauma and I had to see a neurologist for like 3 years because I was I still like exhibit signs of like side effects from like CTE type stuff.
Yeah.
Like my depression is extremely advanced. Like it's borderline crippling at points. Like anxiety, paranoia, you know. So my neurologist worked with me for like 3 years, cycling me in and off of like, I've literally taken every type of like benzo, fucking antidepressant, like everything. But like you're saying, like I took Wellbutrin for like 3 months and I actually was thinking about like killing myself.
Yeah,
I've had that, you know, before prison. I thought about killing myself, but not like this. Like I was taking that, and I had bouts where I was like, "Am I going to do this? Am I going to really do this?" Like it was bad. And I went to the neurologist. I was like, "What the fuck did you give me?" I was like, "I'm gonna fucking jump off my roof. I can't take this shit anymore." And then she gave me this benzo, like a high Klonopin, and I took it, and she was like, just take it for 2 weeks and let me know. So I was taking it. Every time I took it, I slept for like 12 hours, and I was just like,
Jesus.
I went back in like 2 weeks. I was like not a same human, like a shell of my former self. And I was like, am I that bad that like your answer to my problems is just sleep half the day, like sleep. The time that I'm supposed to be awake, let's cut that in half and just sleep that way. And she was like, well, you know, it depends on how bad it is. I was like, you know, this is terrible. So I just got to a point where I had to figure it out myself. And now I'm on like a really low milligram benzo. And I just deal with what I have, you know, and just try to make it day by day.
Well, check this out. Since you said it, it's not the one that fucks with my eyes, but Wellbutrin is one of the medicines I take.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me. It doesn't. Honestly,
it works super good for people. Some people it, like smokes them. I don't know what it is.
Someone was telling me the other day that they said that every woman they talk to loves Wellbutrin. Every man hates it, and that's evidence to me being an honorary. Well, me and Jake are honorary gays. I don't know if you know this or not.
No.
Also,
I'm gay.
Also,
Pierre's gay too.
I'm
dude,
basically
hell yeah! Welcome to the club, our president.
He only fucks with male dogs.
Hell yeah!
Like he'll associate with female dogs, but
misogynist.
when it comes to humping, he likes a long male leg.
Ooh,
And he likes to get into the privates a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He gets in, but what he really likes is like a long, skinny Doberman leg or something.
Oh.
It's
really
the only
get
time
on
you
there.
ever really see him getting.
He's got a nice mustache. I'll tell you that
Getting
much. Look at
horny.
that.
Yeah, we
Gorgeous.
kind of starting to look the same. Like I've had him I've had him since he was 3 months old. He's 14.
Wow.
We've had a long run. Pretty much I got him when I was photocopying covers for the Nothing demos. It's pretty crazy, right?
Wow.
That's
Nothing's been around for
Was that
14
long?
years.
13.
Wow.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Um,
You guys were there?
Yeah.
we were there. Yeah, I'm a they them. That's what. I was
Yeah. Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say.
Honorary. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's just more evidence. Wellbutrin. Here's the thing about both those medications. I don't think they do anything.
Yeah. I have a hard time believing that many things work, but that's just me speaking as from my experience though. So
Jake has a prescription to Chewy Spree.
really? That's fucking sick.
No,
Can I
Jake's just like the mentally stable guy.
Okay.
He's just like, loving parents, good.
Shit.
What did you
Sorry.
What did you want to ask? I'm sorry.
I was gonna usher him into with
Oh yeah, you,
Yeah.
you can if you want to.
yeah.
You
He's
think he
just,
needs
I
a-
think he just
Yeah.
wants to get off this.
Oh, yeah.
chair,
You can pop in there.
And he's gonna take away from
Yeah.
my witty humor.
Yeah.
Here, give me 1 second.
You're good,
Funny if
dude.
I just
Yeah.
left.
All right. I'll be right back.
Here, he's wiggling.
Anyway,
All right.
dude, is it bad to have labels on the pod? The pod?
Sorry about that.
Does that matter? Is
Well-
that a thing that matters?
Well, Duncan's going to sponsor. I think they're going to see it and they're going to be like, all right,
I
we're
hope so.
going to sponsor the pod now. All
I hope
right.
so.
Now we can really get
All
into
right,
it.
now let's get real.
Yeah. Now
Yeah,
that
let's get
the
real.
the kids left,
Yeah.
Daddy and can finally play.
This is pro, man.
Yeah, dude.
You like
Get
it?
in on there,
Yeah,
bro.
get up
on
on
there,
there.
bro. It'll stay wherever you want it.
Smells good.
Yeah. So this is like supposed to be like a funny podcast.
Yeah,
but
we
I guess
got-
we're just talking about medicine.
I'll put some like
Is the dog gonna come through too much?
maybe, but it's nice.
Okay.
It's like you're part of the gang, you know?
You got to just put in the background who let the dogs out. Just subtly roll
Yeah.
the tone back and just have it like.
And you need to put in the description that we recorded this at Michael Vick's house.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are outside
Sorry
of
about the
Philadelphia.
dogs, everybody. We're recording in Michael Vick's basement because he's Nicky's next door
Nah.
neighbor.
Don't fuck with these dog people, bro. You know how they get. Man.
Dude, I'm one of those people.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They don't. They'll.
Dude, nobody will fucking.
I'm talking about the ones that'll call like the police on like black kids on their corner, but like
That's me, dude.
yeah,
I'm looking out the window like, what are they doing out there?
but like if they hear that like never mind. You know what? I gotta get out of this one. We love dogs, but dog owners, it's crazy.
Do you still live in New York?
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I apologize for that.
it's not my favorite place.
I feel like it kind of would be. It would make sense it makes sense that you live there.
Well, I'm curious why.
Well, now that you told me that you don't really like to leave the house, but
Yeah.
has that always been the case?
No, see, I missed my time when I should have been living in New York. Maybe like the previous 10 years would have been better when I was like still like, actively pursuing happiness in bars and the clubs and stuff like that. And now I'm just there for no reason. Like
Dude, come back to Philly. The water's fine.
I mean, I'm in Philly enough. It's a nice. The New York Philly thing is good because I got a place to stay in Philly.
Yeah.
When New York burns me out, I go to Philly, and when Philly burns me out, which is
You go to Delaware.
Yes.
nah, I don't
You're like,
go-
you know what, dude? These fucking sales tax are weighing me down. Dude, I got to take a trip to
Yeah,
Delaware.
I mean,
Buy some tires and.
just stop by Joe Byron's house.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, R.I.P. Joe Byron.
Yeah,
He died this
poor guy.
morning.
Yeah.
Did he?
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah.
See,
I mean,
you like it's like believable at this
is
point.
he even alive now?
I mean,
Dude, honestly, I think technically yes, but also like kind of no. I honestly think they're keeping him alive for the rest of like.
Yeah.
I'm saying
They definitely
3 months
feed that
max after
motherfucker
his
Adderall.
term ends. After he's out of there, he's dead, dude.
He's gonna be Paul McCartney.
Yeah,
Fied.
absolutely. Absolutely. He's like you know, like how like someone's grandmother, like their old grandmother, like one of them dies and then like 2 weeks later like
Oh, yeah.
the other one can't like take, like that's going to be the presidency. As soon as he's out of there, he's going to be like everything is going to come back and hit him, and all the Adderall and whatever else they give him to like speak, like it's just all going to come back. It's going to be 2 weeks. He's going to be done.
Well, dude, what's up with Kamala, dude?
I don't really know anything.
They locked her
about
up, man.
Dude,
They don't let
that's
her
what I'm
talk
saying.
no
Never on
more.
TV.
She's straight up out of sight. I feel like she's like,
They wanted that one clip of her being like, "We did it, Joe,"
Yeah.
Oh
and they're
my
like,
God.
"Yes, we got the clip," and they're like, "All right, now put her away, lock
well,
her up."
then there's the other clip of her talking about the migrants and just being like, "Do not come." And everyone was like, "All right, well."
Yeah, her true colors are showing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
really
She'll
know nothing about her, man. Like there was like a lot of info rolling into that thing, and as soon as she got in, you just stopped hearing. To me, that's scary because when you're not hearing from a politician and they're the vice president, like
That's the thing.
what
We-
are they doing?
Yeah, Dick
We
Cheney
should-
was all up in that bitch,
Dude,
you know?
well, he shot somebody in there.
Yeah, he also pretty much created 9/11. I'm pretty sure, so.
Well, I was gonna totally malign him, but
Yeah.
yeah, he did shoot his friend in the head, and then was like,
That's a tough move.
"I'm thinking 9/11."
I mean, one thing to say about Dick Cheney is he
Knew how to party.
He knew how to party. He really just went for it, and
Dude.
just like was able to just pimp the whole entire country and just do whatever he wanted to do. Like
He said, "I'm only
Yeah.
gonna be able to do this once."
I'm not getting presidency, so this is what I got.
He wasn't even like like particularly like super smart guy. He just like right moment, right time. Like I'm gonna abuse
Yeah.
the avenues that I can, and he
So awesome.
just happened to have like an absolute idiot of a president, like that he
Bazinga, he won.
yeah
And for everyone listening that's too young, Dick Cheney used to be the vice president.
yeah
Yo, I feel
Yeah,
like even
there's gotta be-
even old Uncle Joe was. We saw him plenty when he was.
He was sucking on that ice cream all the time, man. People were like, "Yeah, we love him."
yeah.
Poor
Some of
guy.
some of my
one too many
favorite things to
facelifts.
watch.
It was great. He should go back. They should just let him lick the lollipop, you know.
My favorite Joe Byron moment is the
I've got hairy legs.
that one's good too. No, the pool story.
Oh, dude, with the
What's it,
guy
corn,
with the
corn.
yeah, the black dude with like a
Cornflake?
really funny racist
Yeah,
nickname.
like from like a '70s like black exploitation film. It was like his name was Cornflakes or what was it?
I don't know. Oh,
We
damn.
need to know.
This is why I don't have my phone on me
Yeah.
because then I'll just look it up,
But
and then I'll start just looking at other stuff.
Watching the kids' faces, like as he's telling this, like bumbling through this like crazy story, is one of my favorite things of all time.
He's good.
We love Joe.
Yeah, we love him.
Yeah.
We're not voting for him, but we love him.
I did vote for him.
I did too.
Yeah.
Wink,
I
wink.
don't think I'll ever do that again, though.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever vote again. To be honest, that's probably not the answer that anybody wants to hear. But like, I'm just like,
I got so caught up in 2020, and I checked myself, and that's why we made this podcast,
Yeah.
so I can say gay.
yeah,
I'm not. I don't care about anyone but myself.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of how things are shaping up at this point.
I mean, I think it's fair. I think people need to start realizing like I'm gonna help other people when I can, but my focus needs to be on me and mine.
Yeah,
I truly think that's like the solution to a lot of people's problems. It's just like, hey, I don't know if I should put a ton of my energy into the person that said that tweeted the word faggot in a joke. Like I don't know that that's the thing that you need to like waste a day and a half on like a Twitter exchange with.
yeah. See, I think
Because gay people aren't asking you to do that.
Yeah.
And
Well,
gay
I mean,
people
I
aren't
can't-
having those arguments.
I can't imagine there's many gay people that listen to this podcast anyway.
Well, 50%.
50%?
50%, yeah.
Yeah, we 50%.
You figured it out?
Yeah, we went really
that the
viral on the Reddit
scientist?
page.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Spotify statistics really shows your like exact
Yeah.
engagement.
25% male.
I didn't mean that in a disrespectful way that you guys couldn't have gay listeners. I didn't mean to disrespect you guys.
Yeah.
I think that you guys
2 gay hosts.
Yeah, I guess you're
We
right.
are honorary
Yeah.
gays. Who do you think crowned us that? Our straight listeners.
Yeah, it had to be.
Damn, you guys are pussies. You guys are basically gay.
So like I've done a ton of like charity work through the years, like, and I do enjoy helping. I do enjoy giving back a little bit, and like,
But enough is enough.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
You got to draw a
that's it.
line in the sand
But
somewhere.
that's it. I'm done with it now. No, I mean like it was, you know, there was like a point where like I had a nice little like tiny pedestal, and I was able to do some stuff in Philly like for like criminal reform shit, which
Yeah.
like to me is important. I have a lot of friends that have gone
Yeah.
through that bullshit and got stuck in the system and still in the system. You know the drill with that.
Yeah.
But like, you know, at the end of the day, it's nice to help people, but it's even nicer to have that on your record. So when you do something stupid, you can be like, well, you just remember I did this.
Yeah.
You know? So like when I slip up and do something, you know, like cancel worthy or something, I'll be like, no, check this out. I
Look.
did this. So that's why I really do it. It's not to help people.
I don't even got that, dude. But
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Well, maybe that's our difference.
Help-
Why it hasn't happened to me yet.
It somehow hasn't happened to me either. People got mad at one of my tweets for like
What was it? What you kind of explained this at the show in Philly to me, but I was a little drunk. Do you not want to get into it again?
No, I'll get into it.
Do you get into this like every episode?
No.
Okay.
We've talked about it before
Yeah.
on the podcast, but basically I tweeted that something to the effect of the kids in cages at the border really fell off.
We got to put them back on the map.
Like they don't cover them anymore, or
I
Yeah.
thought it was obvious what I was saying, just in that basically as soon as Joe Biden became president,
They just stopped
You never heard of
speaking.
them fucking
Yeah.
kids anymore.
when you know they're there though.
Everybody does. Like that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like nobody thinks.
Well, I mean, the media is obviously a little bit skewed at this point.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
my parents probably aren't aware of it.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, everybody that has previously tweeted about it, they know that they're still there.
Yeah, it's like the same shit with like the Gaza stuff now. Like all these like Arab countries are now for the first time in I don't know thousands of years are like working with each other because of what's going on over there. But you won't hear that on any American news or UK or European news media. There's like a ton of crazy things going on in Arab countries now that like you just don't hear about.
I only listen to Anthony Cumia.
Who is that?
You know Opie and Anthony?
Oh man, I do know Opie and Anthony.
So Anthony Cumia is like Anthony from Opie and Anthony.
Oh, okay.
And he has like his own. He got like a compact. He has like he set up his own like radio station on his like little ranch or whatever.
Okay.
And he's just like basically just like goes on racist rants and shit.
Okay, I was gonna say there's
Fell the
no
deep
way
end.
that these guys. If I was listening to these guys on the radio, like growing up, like they're just white dudes, like in the rock music, there's no way they haven't passed that point to where they're like full blown racist and like
Yeah, 100%.
more like morons now,
Yeah.
basically.
But dude, strangely enough, our Lord and Savior Howard Stern went the other way, and now
yeah.
he's like a weird like
Woke warrior.
yeah, he's like a mainstream Democrat.
Yeah.
I think he just liked. He's always been an agitator, and I feel like he got more agitation out of going that way than not having a job, basically. Because
Yeah.
if he would have went the other way, they would have just got rid of him, right?
I think he's just low T.
Yeah.
I think he just has chronic low T, and he's just like, you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, maybe there are many forms of rape.
That sounds just
Yeah.
like Trump almost. was pretty good.
Put the hands in there.
Yeah. My mom listened to Howard Stern like every morning when she used to get
Same.
me like ready for school and shit.
He's
and
the
I was
goat,
just,
but
Yeah.
dude, I've said this on here before. Watching old clips of him or listening to old clips, that man should be ashamed of himself.
yeah. Well, I used to be embarrassed because like my mom would be listening to it and I was just like a kid. And he'd be in that thing where he'd have like girls over and he'd be like real sexual and it was
Show
just,
me
like,
your pussy, baby.
awkward.
Show me
Yeah,
your
like-
pussy.
Yeah, like right. And my mom's like making breakfast. I'm just sitting there. It's like
Those
it's
chicks
like
riding the
equivalent-
Sibian.
Yeah, it's like the equivalent of like, you know, like it's just too much. And I would just be him like in the thing like, oh yeah, oh like just could you look at them? Oh,
your
And I would
nipples are
just-
perfect, baby.
and I'd just be like, slam the cereal down, like I'm done with this. Like, just take me to school. You know? Like embarrassing, and but you know,
And then it came on E, and you could watch the show, and then
yeah. Well, I remember
So
I
awesome.
also came up with my mom and my stepdad had a copy of the Bongo Fiesta that he did, and as soon as that thing, they put it down on a shelf. Like me and my homies were like, yo, we got to get that tape. And then we just like sat in a house, like 5 of us, like in a tiny room watching this like thing. I don't even remember what happened in it, to be honest, but it was like, we need
It sounds
to see
awesome.
this.
I'm
It was
thinking
like a
now like, we got to
pay-per-view
get that
special.
tape.
It was a pay-per-view special they did. It was called
Dude,
the
pay-per-view.
Bongo Fiesta.
that's awesome. That's an awesome
I kind
name.
of wish. I guess pay per view is still a thing, but I want it to be like I want it to come back.
Yeah. I mean, it basically all is pay-per-view.
Yeah.
right?
But it was like that was like a naughty little like, oh, I got pay per view. You weren't allowed to order it growing up, right?
Oh, you had to have your
Yeah.
friends chip in, and everyone would be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we're watching."
Well, I
the
was the
pay-per-view."
chip guy.
Yeah.
'Cause my stepdad was a Comcast. He worked for Comcast, and he always had the chips. So like, we just had porno all the time, and it was just like,
You lived the life there.
yeah. But I,
I
had
gotta go.
like, I had, like,
I gotta go jerk off. But I actually have to pee.
All right.
You guys can.
No, we'll sit in silence.
Oh, yeah.
We
No,
don't want to
don't
miss
talk,
any
don't
any
talk.
Howard Stern. My parents had they brought his book he wrote, Private Parts. I think that's
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
and I still remember the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's still in my parents' house. I don't even know if they ever read it. I just think they were that much of fans of him.
Yeah.
It's so crazy if
Yeah,
you're
we
like
had that in the house too.
if you're in that like if you're now like in that 60 to 70 age range, man, you were
Mm-hmm.
like that was your guy.
That was your guy.
Still is. I like him, but like
I didn't even know he was on the radio till like recently. Like I've been like around like this like little crew of comedians
Yeah.
recently. Like some guys from Philly that like are in New York, and then like Tim Butterly and like
Yeah.
Ian and stuff,
Mhm.
and like. I'm like so out of it. They're like, yeah, fucking Howard Stern's on the radio still. Are you fucking stupid? I was like, why the fuck would I know? I was like, what station? They were like, it's like Sirius Radio. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, I thought that was just like a thing on TV or something.
Yeah, right?
And it's like people listen. They're like, you don't know what satellite radio is? I was like, yeah, I thought that shit like stopped like 20 years ago.
yo, straight up early 2000s
Yeah,
boom, and
like-
then it died.
Yeah, like I didn't understand it, and I never did then, and now it's still there, and maybe that's why nothing isn't ever on any of that shit.
You're not on it.
I mean,
What's
I
the
don't-
what? Liquid Nation. I think they play some of the stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, they didn't tap in. It's still just the same shit on the radio they're playing on there, but just no commercials.
Mm.
And there's like a Beatles station. I don't know. My parents talk about it all the time. They
Yeah.
got hooked in 20 years ago, and they still got serious today.
Who the fuck needs a Beatles station?
Dude, they got. I mean,
I
undeniable
love
fire track. I love the Beatles, but like
Yeah, I love the Beatles
Who needs it?
too. Yeah, like
You don't.
What
someone at that radio
if
station
you want
needs
to
it.
hear a Beatles song? I feel like you're like, I need to hear this track right now.
Beatles radio station.
Yeah.
I would listen to that.
I mean, I
I
wouldn't
guess it's
not
for Taylor.
listen. I wouldn't not listen to it, but like, would you need a whole station, or would you be like, hey, wow, I'm gonna listen to Beatles
Current year.
Yeah, like how
Yeah,
often
yeah,
would
yeah.
you listen to it? Basically, would you need a whole station, like to have at the push of a button at all times?
So one could argue if you listen, there's probably like a Beatles radio, like Spotify playlist or something.
Yeah.
I would listen to that. Sure.
That's different, I
Yeah.
think, to me, because it's like a part of a program where you can click and play.
You're the
where
driver.
You actually have a full station devoted to that, like a channel that's just
that you already paid a subscription to, and now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just crazy to me that satellite radio exists at all at this point.
Oh
I
yeah.
guess
Oh, we're talking about satellite
Yeah,
radio.
let's shoot the
I would never
satellites.
listen to that corny gay ass Beatles station.
Yeah, fuck a satellite. Fuck a satellite.
Who's your favorite Beatle? Let me guess.
Go ahead.
George.
Yeah,
John.
George.
No, I hate John. I hate all of them, honestly. Ringo's a bitch. John is a bitch. Paul is a sucker.
Yeah.
George was the man.
Do you think Paul his stock would have rose if he would have died? Like Ringo.
Paul?
Yeah. Like as
Well,
young
he
as the
did,
other two.
didn't he?
I know, allegedly.
We'll just skip that joke because that shit is played out. Yeah, I mean, John was for sure like, he died. So he got shot to death too.
That's a pretty
Also, he's
hard
fucking
way to go.
Gangster as fuck. Like, he got blasted.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
He just thought.
how do you not like?
Not only that, he just thought the guy was excited to see him. Imagine John turning around and just be like, "Oh man, what are you doing with an autograph, a picture or something?" It's bam.
Yeah, and plus like an old white dude just ran a drill on him. Like you don't see that very
Some
often.
fat
Yeah.
slob that
Yeah.
was loved to read.
Did he shoot himself afterwards? I don't know the whole. I forget.
No,
the
I don't think so.
Died. I think he's in
Yo,
prison.
Did you ever hear his story about how he thought there was like little people in his brain that like he was crazy?
John Lennon or the guy that
No,
shot
the
John?
guy that shot him. What was this guy's name?
John Lennon.
John Lennon Jr.
John Lennon Jr.
Uh,
No, I forget it.
Corey,
John-
bring it up.
John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah, it was John. It was John Wilkes Booth.
He's Do you think if you went into the IRS or wherever you change your name, you're like, I want to change it to John Wilkes Booth, it would raise a flag?
No, I think that would honestly be like,
Yeah, it
that's
happens
good.
all the time.
That's good.
Oh, another John Wilkes Booth right this way.
So
You-
John Lennon was the guy that wore the big black top hat, right, and got shot in a theater.
Yeah, it has like the big.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Wilkes Booth was taking everybody out, dude. He took out freaking Kennedy.
Someone
He was in the grassy
Guy's a
knoll
crack
hiding.
shot.
Yeah.
I seen someone on Twitter say something about I think it was like a young kid too. He's like, I would have shot that motherfucker too if he was wearing that hat at the theater. He was trying sitting behind. I was like, that's funny. Bow.
Yo, they should make like a cool, like that's a cool idea for like a graphic novel. Like John Wilkes Booth is like this like legendary like vampire or something, or like some sort of like Captain America type of thing,
Okay.
or like cryogenic, like he's like throughout time is like this assassin that they like bring in to take out political.
I feel like they
figures.
have.
Like
Kinda
John
runs-
Lennon.
Kind of runs the plot of like Austin Powers a little bit. They freeze him. He comes back. He fights the bad guy. And they
Austin
go back.
Powers, except it's John Wilkes
Yeah,
Booth,
yeah,
and he's
I
just
like it.
icing everybody.
I back that.
Yeah, I'd like to see him now though. He's got like a Glock with a switch with an extended clip,
Oh yeah,
like full on like Philly style. Like
John Wick versus John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah.
That's a good. You could mash that up, put that in the
I'm
universe.
surprised that hasn't happened yet.
Be good.
I'm surprised they haven't had John Wick fight John Wilkes
It might
Booth.
have happened.
I mean, shit.
I bet if like Hugh Jackman is in that movie, he plays John Wilkes Booth.
Hugh Jackman would be a
He'd
good
be-
one.
that's a good
He's
casting.
making his
Yeah.
return to acting too.
Yeah,
He's like he took a couple years off. Now he's
It's gonna be the new
back.
Deadpool.
I know that sucks.
Yeah, I wanted him to die. That Wolverine should have died.
he's closeted. You know that, right?
Ah, is he?
Apparently, it was
Me and Hugh.
a lot of friends, in like the fashion side of things, and
Sucked his dick.
I mean, no, maybe honestly.
You think he's got a huge hog?
No.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I have a thing about handsome white celebrities where I'm like, it's got to be tiny.
Yeah, we were saying Brad Pitt. It's got to be tiny.
But I'm the only one that thinks
Yeah,
that
I don't
about
think
Brad
that.
Pitt.
I think he has a hammer.
You think Brad Pitt
But
has got to?
I think both of them probably have giant dicks. Because why wouldn't they?
I don't think huge.
You guys are brainwashed
his
by
name-
mainstream
Yeah,
media, bro.
Yeah, we're cucked out.
I like it that way.
His name's Huge Jackman. Like
Huge Jackman.
it would be
do-
kind of cool if he had a huge hog. But I don't think he does. I think he's got a
I mean,
4-inch.
to me, is obvious.
He's not a big guy, is he?
Not the dick thing. The other.
He's not a
thing.
big guy.
Oh, the gay thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I mean,
Why? Because he's in Les Miserables.
no, just like
Ain't no straight man gonna be no Les Miserables.
No,
Greatest showman on earth.
Oh, that is gay.
Yeah, I
That's
watched
gay.
2 seconds of that show.
real big in the theater. I mean, like you could just kind of feel it out sometimes, and not always right.
He's got a
But he's probably got a giant dick.
flair about him. I don't think he does, dude.
I
don't want to be a hater. I feel like
I
short
hope
guy-
I'm right.
I feel like shorter guys. All due respect to my little fellas out there.
yeah, shout out to
Shorter
Short Kings.
guys that are jacked, they never got big hogs, dude.
Like,
I
what's-
feel like the more muscles you get, the smaller your penis gets. Unless
Hold
you're one of the big, giant black gentlemen that's in the porns with the huge hogs, because they're usually in really great shape.
Yeah.
the hog came first
I
before the
wouldn't know.
muscles.
I never seen anything like that before.
Oh, you got to check it out, man.
yeah. We'll send you a link. We'll,
Okay.
we'll
What do you-
link.
What do you just watch lesbian porn? That shit's gay, bro.
Yeah,
I don't
I-
fuck with lesbian porn.
I think if as a man you watch just strictly lesbian porn, you might be gay.
That is true. I feel like you're trying to hide something.
Yeah.
It's homophobic to not watch porn with dicks in it. I always say.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Maybe I am gay.
I don't like porn that has little dicks in it either. They don't got to be like mutated
Yeah.
or anything. They
We-
don't got to be this big. But if they're like,
A micron?
well, that's crazy. That's like got to be like
That's a fetish,
thing.
yeah.
But if it's just like, I don't know, like, dude, porn with a skinny wiener, I'm out.
A skinny one.
Yeah.
A skinny one, I'm
You need some
out.
girth.
That just sends you right out.
It looks like it hurts.
Gay.
It looks like it's hurting the gal.
I feel like I never really dick checked porn, but maybe I have subconsciously.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've had to have considered it.
this is why the listeners have dubbed me and Jake honorary gay, because
We be specking.
No,
You can
I don't
expect
mean it like in a. I just because I understand.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm in there,
I
up in there
understand
with
the
a
philosophy
with a
of
monocle,
that.
counting the veins and shit.
We're
Yeah.
zoomed in 20%.
Yeah,
I
only
mean,
4K, so I can really see what's what.
and obviously noticed them. You know, that's like the point of them.
Mhm.
They
Can I
need
ask
to
a
be-
personal question?
Sure.
What's when you first started jacking off? What was your preferred porn?
I mean, anything I could get my hands on, I think, was the preferred method. Back when I was growing up in Frankfurt in Philadelphia, second, third, fourth grade, like for some reason it was such a fucking thing in my neighborhood that like you could go out and search on trash night and find fucking porno in the people's trash, and it was like once a week you might be able to find it. Like it was just like there was so much porn being thrown out on a regular basis that we were able to find it. And like every once in a while you would like come up with a stash, and then like we would like sit in
Wives
the
making their
center.
husbands throw it out.
You know, then like I said, then we got the fucking chip at the house. Before the chip, it was the remote had the AC button where you would go to like channel 81 and it would be like all distorted. But if you you hit the button enough times, it would like clear up for a second, and we would just like sit there
Whoa.
just like tapping this button.
Oh, I never had that.
Then I got the Cadillac. The Cadillac came in, and it was like we had the chip, and it was just like we had everything. Like
Locked up in the room.
like we did it.
What about when you? So
We did it.
how about
Joe, we
this?
did it.
We did it, boys.
When you had the power to search out porn on the internet, what were you? So I asked because straight up, dude, I don't think I jerked off to a non-black woman until I was 17.
Yeah.
That's some Chet Hanks energy. I like that.
Well, me and Chet Hanks are like two
Yeah,
peas
kindred
in a pod, dude.
spirits.
I mean, I love Chet. I follow him on Instagram, and someone actually slid in my DM and asked me why I would be following Chet Hanks. And I was like, I wrote like this big thing, like I was about to smoke this dude. Like, fuck do you care who I'm following,
Yeah.
first off?
Yeah.
Also, Chet's the fucking man. Like, how dare you disrespect my boy? But also, like, that's crazy. But yeah, shout out to Chet.
Dude, imagine your life sucks so bad that you're just like looking through the I mean, I guess it's possible that maybe they looked at a Chet Hanks post to get mad and they saw that you liked it or something.
Yeah, probably.
But like,
I like all of his shit.
It's amazing. He's
Dude,
one of a
he's been
kind.
playing the bass and singing these songs, and like I can't do that. I can't play like a full bass line and sing at the same time. I've been playing music for so long, and I can't fucking do that. I've never really tried because the bass is corny. Sorry, you know.
he's a generational talent. What can we say, dude?
Bass is such a useless instrument.
It's necessary
Just-
though. It's necessary though.
I'm just
Nah, dude. At this point, all you got to do is just get an octave down pedal.
Yep.
You run it through a bass cab.
I mean, playing music at period is just so pointless anymore.
Yeah.
Dude, that's not true. What would people do without music in their life?
The same thing.
Go
they're
on.
doing now.
I've justified it. I've just done mental gymnastics in my head to give my life meaning. That it's like, no, people need this.
And people don't even retain what they have anymore. There's like no time to retain anything. Like, you know, like, fuck, you guys put that record out that's got like a viral song now and shit. Like now, I guess like a bunch of the tracks are probably gone viral and stuff, which is sick, right? But like, that was fucking what
10 years ago.
10 years
Yeah.
ago. Like, and
11
Yeah.
even at
Coming
this
up
point.
on 11. Yeah, that's
it's cool
great,
to
yeah.
see something come back because like people don't have the brain capacity to
Yeah.
retain shit anymore. Like everything just moves so fast. It's like and now with like I don't want to get the AI shit, but like I mean it's things are just eaten and digested and shat back out again like so fast that it's like it's really kind of discerning to like even want to like create shit anymore. Like
Our new record is all AI.
is it?
The new
I
one we
wouldn't have a
record
problem
is
with
AI.
that.
All
I'm
chat
like watching
GPT.
people chasing around fucking like artists that like use AI and videos and shit, and like they just like gang up on them in the comments, and like I see it everywhere. Like all these people, like I think Anthony Green just got a bunch of shit for it. Like
Did he?
For like he did a video and the artist used AI, and like,
Oh, I remember
they
that.
followed him for like all of his posts after that one, and just like we're still jumping in his comments, like coming at AI. It's like, what? How fucking stupid are people that they are gonna like sit there, not only just like bully the shit out of these people that are like trying to make music for people and like make nice things for them. They're using an AI program that is obviously not going to be stopped like by any means.
I could stop it.
John Connor.
I was saying they need to put fucking John Wilkes Booth on the job, brother.
yeah, I mean, or Hugh Jackman as John Wilkes Booth.
He'd be
He's a good
role.
casting.
Like what that's like trying to stop like an ocean wave. Like it's technology that everybody wants. Like we got here because everybody loves social media so much, and like they put all their information in the hands of all these fucking people, and they can't get off Instagram, they can't get off their phone, but yet they have a problem with AI. It's like, how can you juggle those two things and just, you know, like it's all in the same fucking thing. We got to this AI because of all the information that was sucked out of us through fucking years of
Yeah.
Facebook and Instagram. Like, what the fuck did you think was going to happen, you idiots? Like,
Dude, people are
I almost
dumb.
want to just use AI purely just so I can like just set my career on fire and just be done with it.
I literally tried to write all the lyrics on the new record using AI,
Chat
and it
GPT.
just sucks. It just sucks.
Yeah, I mean you have to guide it. You have to use it as a tool. All the AI stuff. It's
Yeah.
not that.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just
turnkey.
getting started too. Like, you see, like these, like people are like freaking out because of like the Taylor Swift like AI photos. Did you see those? Like, they're, like really graphic
Yeah.
AI photos of like her bent over and like,
The Chiefs going to town.
And
No,
and-
where's my phone?
no phones. You can
Yeah, I
look
left my
later
phone.
for research, but like, and that's terrible. Obviously, you know, like
Yeah, but
it's gonna happen. Like it's gonna get way worse soon. And it's,
I'm literally gonna start doing porn and shit, and just be like, "That's AI."
there's
brother.
gonna be a
Yeah.
site soon where you can upload photos
Unless people
of
are like,
whoever you want and get them to
his
do
dick
whatever
looks
you want.
great. I'd be like, "That's me. That's really me.
Yeah.
That's not AI. That's me."
Yeah, I mean that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm surprised there isn't a site where you can upload your favorite celeb.
there
to
probably
a,
is already. There probably
is
already.
It's probably pretty expensive these days.
Yeah.
But
It'll get easier.
once it gets on the free sites, I'll be.
It'll be there.
I don't
soon.
think I'll do it.
I bet
That's
you
a little
within,
weird.
Bet you within 2. Yeah, you better be careful with that one.
It's a little strange.
People don't like that.
Mm.
I think like
I'm
some
doing
people,
it.
Like,
Yeah.
consider
I'm putting my face on the
I
chick.
mean, it's to an extent, it's like kind of rapey. You know
It
what I mean?
is.
Like it's there's no consent, and it's like, but it's already happening
Damn.
for sure.
They've been
Howard
putting-
Stern over here.
Yep.
Yeah, Amy. I had Amy Schumer on here, and she was telling me.
Yeah, Jake, tell me more.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. People really are just like, as far as people being in old AG's comments about, because it's not like he made the fucking video.
He's also like the
Yeah.
nicest human being on the face of the earth. Like, how could you ever get mad at that fool for anything? Like,
Right.
when he had that video, all he wanted to do was give his fans, who he obviously loves, like, give them something special, and they just fucking turned into complete animals on him, and were like following him on his like regular kids posts and comments. I even went in there a couple times. And I never really do this
Yeah.
anymore. But I went in there and talked shit to a couple people. I was like, you're a fucking dickhead. I was like, I wish I could find you right now and slap
Yeah.
you across your face. I was like, this is the nicest guy. And he used a program to make a video. Like, get over it. Like,
Yeah.
welcome to the fucking world. Like, what do you want to happen?
Yeah, I feel like the touch grass.
Don't use a computer.
turn
Don't
off-
use a fucking phone. Stop doing everything. Like, live your life like the fucking Unabomber if you want to live that way. Like, go move in the woods. You can't. Don't just stop it at AI. It's a part of it. It's all the fucking same.
Yeah.
Fucking makes me mad.
So I think Twitter and Instagram is the only thing keeping you and I from being Ted Kaczynski.
I mean, yeah, I would. You know where my head is with everything. Like, I want to usher in that shit because let it all come. Like, I want to see a crazy change because this world needs a crazy change. Like, everyone's at each other's neck. You can see the two sides that were like going at each other now, or internally going at each other. No one even knows who their own enemy is. Like, there's fucking war everywhere. Nobody cares about anything. Everything's so fucking fleeting. It's like the world needs a fucking change. Like, the world needs AI to like fucking just wipe out a fucking a civilization of fucking
Dude, this
savages.
is the tech
Yeah, dude.
It's just like it's just, to me, it's like it's a necessary thing. Like, the world works out its problems, and
Dude, he's a T1000. He's a T1000.
I mean, I wish I was, because I would be fucking good at it.
T1000 the liquid guy or the first Terminator?
T1000 is,
I think that's Terminator 2, right?
yeah, that's the second.
Because I think the first one's a T100.
Dude, my little brain always thought he said, "I'll be back, baby." Never says that. I watched the movie last year. I was like,
that's like,
what the fuck? He just says, "I'll be back."
what's that called?
I think
Mandela.
Yeah, Mandela.
Mandela effect.
You know, there's another funny one where how Aaron says, "Luke, I am your father." He doesn't say that.
Yeah, no, it's
He doesn't say
fucked
Luke.
up.
He does.
I
that?
would
He
I would
doesn't
swear on my
preface it with
life.
his name.
No.
What's he just say?
He just says, "I'm your father."
father.
He doesn't say, Luke, I am your father.
No, he's
No, and honestly, why would he?
he's like this.
He's,
He's like,
sitting. He's not the only
right.
other guy there.
He's right there, right?
Luke, I am your father.
that's how.
Whoa.
Yeah. Doesn't say that.
You had that. You guys. This was
Yeah,
a pre-run.
yeah. He laid me up. I dunked that shit on him.
That's true though. He's right
Yeah.
there. Why would he say? It'd be like,
Yeah, it would be strange.
unless what he is, that is a fatherly thing to do. That would be like, Taylor, listen,
That is
Yeah,
true.
why don't you take a seat?
you got to stop thinking about John Wilkes Booth. It's starting to worry me, Taylor.
Okay, Dad. Well, then maybe you should get me an Adderall prescription. And stop saying I'm 36 years old and I can get my own, because I don't accept that. Because I can't do anything because I don't have Adderall.
Yeah,
But dude, I honestly think that would change my life.
yeah. I mean, it does. It works.
It speeds you up, or just focus.
Focus,
just
because
focus you,
dude,
kind of put blinders
when
on you.
The day
It
that I
speeds
was
me up.
tricked into
Yeah.
taking it.
because I'm probably not supposed to take it. So when I take it, I just turn
I
into
gotcha.
sicko mode. But I like it. Like,
Get you going.
I like will work for like 15 hours. and I'll
Yeah, I
just-
feel like it.
I'm like, I did so much. Or like, what? Like, talking on the phone, like no one answers my phone calls. So I'll be like I'm like the only one that still cold calls people too. I'll just be like ring and be like, why the fucking people don't answer me anymore? Like, but that's probably why, because I'm probably sound like I'm tweaking.
Dude, is calling people weird now?
No one answers my calls, but that just might be me.
I like a call.
I think it's because I just chill at home so much, but I have been getting more inclined to just be like, I'm gonna call somebody up. But then I usually just end up
call
calling
me
like
up
my mom or
anytime.
my dad.
Call me up anytime, man.
It gets shit done when you call someone. You got a question, you
That's
need the
my
answer.
whole
Just
thing.
I'll call you, figure it out, done.
I also don't like sometimes depending on who I'm talking to and what I'm talking to them about, I don't want there to be screenshotable stuff. You know what I mean? Like there's sometimes I'll talk to somebody on a phone and I'm just like, I don't trust this motherfucker.
They really should AI, someone's face and someone's body. You don't want that in the chat.
They need to just like do like an NDA thing across all text messages. Like you should, when you create like a group chat, like there should be like an NDA option where like you can't fucking screen this, shot this, or I get to sue you.
What it should do is when you screenshot, it actually ends up taking a picture of the person screenshotting it,
And it's
it
like
they're like, "What the fuck,
dickhead right across the head.
I'm willing to bet that eventually there will be some sort of like legislation or something like that deems like, hey, it was understood this was a private conversation. This was not like this is like not admissible in court or whatever because this was not like same thing. It was with like record. You're not allowed to legally record someone on the phone without their knowing. So
Oh yeah, are we allowed to record you?
we're this is a podcast. Anything goes with the podcast. Yeah, I wonder how that works.
With
We should just start calling people, and if they're like, I didn't agree to that, we'll just be like, they were in the room.
What can you do?
They were in the room.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, like we don't know how filming works when you're out in the public with people's
Yeah, if
faces.
you like interview a stranger.
I know, like it's so many. Like you get some people that be like, you can't film me. You're like, yes, you can film. Them.
But YouTubers do it. That's the thing. YouTubers are just like talk. Maybe I don't know.
I mean, you're supposed to.
I just
sign
think they don't
off on
care.
things,
They
but-
definitely don't sign off.
Well, no, I know they don't, but I think you're supposed to. But now there's no way to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
People are uploading just millions of video every minute. So like, it's like, how do you keep up with that at this point?
You can't.
You can't.
Yeah.
Just like you can't stop AI, you can't stop that. It's just like we're just going. We're going downhill right now on like a.
It's about to
thing,
be
and it's
Wall-E.
just like we don't know what to expect. Are the wheels gonna wiggle and like, or is it gonna just be smooth? Like it's probably not gonna be smooth.
I'm going to Mars, man. So it's all good.
Would you go to space?
Yes.
I'd go anywhere but here except the ocean.
Ocean scary as fuck.
Dude,
Ocean scary.
We're not supposed to be in there.
No.
But I feel the same way about space. I don't think. I think there's a reason why it's like a thing to break through the atmosphere. I don't think we're supposed to be going up there.
Yeah, probably not.
You can shoot me up. I want to get shot up.
With heroin.
Yes, with heroin. So I go to space.
So, yo, if I was like,
cheaper option.
guy.
that's the heroin in space sounds kind of exciting.
That does. I never thought about being on heroin and
Holy
space.
yo,
shit! Can you imagine?
They just give you like a heroic dose. They don't do all your levels and stuff to make sure they don't kill your ass, but give you like just the most maximum, and then they just shoot your ass off into the atmosphere. Just a spacesuit, no like. But then once you're up there, to a certain point, they just open your helmet and you die. But it'd probably be not that bad.
No, I mean
It's pretty quick. I think when you
you wouldn't
And
you
you'd be-
wouldn't really mind too much if you
Yeah,
were
you'd be
like-
high off the shit.
Yeah.
now I want to be
Yeah.
in the spacecraft. I want to be shot up. If they're looking for like bands to play, I'm down. I'll rip a solo gig.
Yeah,
Sounds cool. Like it'd be cool to
I'd
smoke
go.
weed in a spaceship. But at the same time, like, I'm not going to space for any reason. If they're like, we're
It depends
evacuating
on if you
Earth,
gotta,
I'm not
like-
going.
Yeah.
if you got to check in, I wouldn't want to be high up there if I had to check in with somebody down on Earth. You know what I mean? Like,
Why?
Because I don't like. When I smoke weed, I have to be. I told you this at the show. Like, I don't really smoke weed in public, but I smoke so much at home. But I have to be just in my space. I don't smoke weed on a whole tour, but when I go home, I smoke consistently. Just like I need to be in my comfort zone. So if I was smoking in outer space, I just wouldn't want to be bothered for a couple hours, like not checking in with Houston or anything. Like, just the lines are dead.
Houston,
But then
we
I'd be
have a
worried.
problem.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't bring enough snacks.
As soon as I like halfway down a joint, I know Houston's gonna call me because that's what happens here. Like I'll be like at 7 o'clock, like no one's gonna call me.
Text
I'm just
only.
smoke this joint. And then my booking agent calls me, and it's just I look at the phone like terrified. I'm like, I don't know, I can't do this. Like something happens, something bad's gonna happen. So I don't need that in space, but if we can,
I got bad news about the tour.
yeah,
COVID's back.
yeah.
Dun, dun,
It
dun.
never left.
That's fine.
Yo, they keep trying to make COVID happen.
Yeah,
Not on my
round two.
watch.
It's not gonna happen again. I don't think anyone. I don't think
You can't put those chains on me.
they. I think they looked at how much money they lost, and they were like, they're just gonna die next time. That's it. Just let them die.
These
Also, like
stimulus checks.
half of the people were like, didn't believe it, and then it's just like, no way that ever happens that way again. That was such a fucking blessing in disguise. Like I didn't do anything with. I did do our last record, so I will say that. But I should have did so much more. I know everybody says this. Like we had so much time. Could have fucking did anything during that time. You were getting free money in the fucking mail. Like
Keep it up. They should keep that up. You wrote the record over COVID, last record?
yeah.
Taylor will both agree that best record, best nothing
That's the
record.
best.
Thanks,
That's the best one.
Dude,
Thanks, man.
amazing.
That's my favorite one too.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I think everything about it rocks.
You're the
To-
man.
to-
Thank you.
That reminds me. I need to
pay my
I
respects.
need to text Doyle back. That reminds me. I need to text him back.
Yeah.
God,
It's a bummer Doyle can't be here.
He's something else, man.
He's great.
In the good or bad way.
Oh, I love him. He's like my brother. He's one of those guys, man. Like
He's really
he-
smart.
He's got
he makes
a lot.
me feel
He's,
stupid.
yeah, he's that's the thing. He's so smart, but then like I'll he's the guy that like I make everything in the band really easy to digest for everybody. I've learned how to do it
Yeah.
now, and like I've been through so many members and everything. I know how to approach things and make things really simple for people. I do a lot of extra work just to make sure that I don't have to repeat too many questions too many times. I like make it docs, make it look really nice.
Mhm.
Doyle will be the first guy that asks, like, I'll send something to him, and he'll be like, "What time's my flight again?" You know, it's just like, God damn it, Doyle. But he's also the kind of dude when I ask him a question, I'll be like, "Yo, I need feedback fast. Like, can you make this flight? Does this flight work for you?" And then, like, I'll be like, "Please answer me ASAP." And then I'll be looking at that. And then I'll be seeing him responding to like a group chat and liking photos and then never get back to my text. And I'm like, I know you see this and you're liking photos of like an owl in this chat, like, or like talking about lizards here, but like you're not, that's Doyle, you know.
He's in the lizards.
I
chat.
can't tell if he does it to me to like trigger me or if he's just being Doyle, so.
Group chats keep me honest, right? If someone texts me like that and I'll hit the group chat, like, oh, fuck, I should text. I got to hit back.
You'd
Dude.
think.
To me, it keeps me honest, but
Yeah.
respective that it's just like,
Yeah, respect the Doyle for
Yeah.
just fucking up the whole shit.
Dude, I don't like to feel like I'm missing out, but dude, I hate a group chat.
Yeah, it does vary for me.
all mine are silent.
Yeah.
So are mine, but
Oh,
still,
mine's
I'm just like, if I see it, dude, if I got like 12 texts, I'm like, enough is enough. I don't need you guys. You guys are, especially if I'm driving.
Oh, it's the worst, dude. It's like I get anxiety from that.
Yeah.
Does your phone blow up? I can imagine.
Yeah, I have. I'm in a chat with like a bunch of homegirls
Mhm.
from Philly. So it's like a pretty all of them are on Adderall or
Gives you-
other drugs, and it's like if I look at my phone right now, there's going to be 58 texts, and it's just like if I check them and then close my phone and then a half hour check again, there's going to be like 35. Like it's
What are these
just
bitches talking about?
everything. They talk about everything.
Huge
Like,
Jackman's got a huge fraud. You know?
not even like
Just anything under the
just
sun.
like anything. It's just and sometimes I engage too, but then I'm like,
But you got to catch up with the thread. It's hard to catch
yeah,
up.
it definitely gives me a little anxiety sometimes, but you know, it's comforting to have
yeah.
some sort of relationship with humanity, considering that like now I don't ever leave the house and I've built this reputation for myself in New York where no one even hits me up anymore when they're there. Like they're like, yeah, he ain't even gonna come out. I'm like, damn, nobody invited me. Like
We've seen you I think the past 2 times we've been in New York.
yeah, I try to make it out.
Which is sick.
There's people I want to see all
Yeah.
the time, but like I am there, and it's like every day there's someone else
Yeah.
there.
It's
Yeah, that is
hard.
true.
And it's usually bands,
Yeah.
which means it's not just like seeing them. It's going to a show.
Mhm.
It's doing all this shit. I'm also getting older. It's like give me a fucking break, man. Like nobody went as hard as me for as long as I did. Like like I've put in my time. I've earned my stripes. Now, like let me fall the fuck back and let me just chill out. Like it's better for me if you care
Yeah.
about me. Be happy that I'm not leaving the house because I'm like generally a nightmare when I do it anyway.
If someone makes it out to a show, whatever band we're playing, and I'm always just like, oh wow, it actually really means a lot. Like I don't expect even my close friends to come out to a show
Almost
like
don't want them to
it's-
half the time. Cause
yeah, right.
You're gonna like, I want to just lock in,
Yep.
get this show done, load all this bullshit out, get home,
Dude,
and relax again.
we played a show last night.
You did?
Yeah.
You might know
Where?
this venue.
And we didn't play till 11:40.
Oh man,
We played a Manioc.
really? Super Heaven or Web?
No,
we played with John Simmons' band Creeks. We
Oh.
played
Yeah. Back up.
as his backing band.
Yeah.
I like a couple Creeks jams.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're even better.
I
Full band.
love playing with John. This show was.
Nah.
We didn't know it was running this late until
The day.
the morning
yeah.
of. He was like, "Yo, this is a late one. I'm sorry, I didn't know."
He knew to say sorry to you. 'Cause
Oh, dude, he was
I mean, he was
apologizing all
bummed.
night. Yeah,
Yeah,
I felt.
yeah.
I was like, dude, it's really not. It's fine.
Yeah, how was the show though?
I mean, good, fine turnout. Like
It was good. I mean,
I've never played Manioc.
I don't think
you're
I
good,
have,
dude.
yeah.
You don't need to.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured that.
it was a really small bar, so it was
Yeah.
like,
In theory, the idea of the way it was set up, super cool. But like, I don't.
it was honestly, it would have been a totally like fun experience if it was shifted ahead 4 hours.
And only 3 bands. There was 5 bands.
There's 5 bands.
You can't put 5 like actual bands on a show. Hardcore is different, right?
That's
Everyone's got
crazy,
10 minutes. Everyone's using the same shit. Like that show's over in 3 hours.
That's
Dude.
crazy, man.
They give everyone a half-hour set. And they're all like indie rock bands. It's like, cut the first. I'm sure they were great bands.
Oh, man.
I couldn't be asked to watch them. Watch them,
The
you
band,
know?
the band that played before us,
You just don't even drink, right?
no. Well, I know.
Life must be
From time to
rough.
time, I'll drink a couple sips of a
Couple-
But
cocktail.
we were
Oh,
chugging.
oh,
We were
yeah,
chugging
that's
Diet
right, we
Cokes
said-
last
yeah.
night, and they were bad.
Oh, dude,
they were the
Diet
worst Diet
Cokes
Cokes
were
I've
like-
had in
Were
the.
they
The
in
first sip was
expired?
like
Yeah.
salty, and then it was like,
They were expired.
Yeah, it
Oh,
sounds like
dude.
the lines were bad, and
Yeah.
it was like out of a what are those things
Oh
called?
yeah.
there wasn't one bubble
That's
in
a
this Diet
crapshoot.
Coke.
Yeah, it was bad. I need to wet my whistle, and the show had no water. How are you gonna book a show with no water?
It was
Stop-
tough.
I have a hard time with the soda guns because I worked in the bars for so long, and
Mhm.
I've just seen like extremely bad shit.
Oh yeah,
People like sticking
regarding-
them up their ass and stuff.
No, just like
Soda enema.
roach eggs that live in those lines,
Oh.
like literally in the lines where the soda goes through. I've seen like someone open them up and they blow air and it just pushes roach eggs out through them. And that's most bars, honestly, because nobody cleans those lines.
I
ever.
believe it. I just try not to think about it.
Yeah.
And suck on my
Sorry
Diet
to do
Coke.
that to you and everyone listening.
I don't care. I'm disgusting, dude.
Sorry about the soda.
Roach eggs.
Yeah.
Roach eggs. You know what?
I
Whatever.
didn't think I'd be thinking
Good
about
band
roach
name. Yeah,
eggs
there you go.
today.
But yeah, Manioc, I'll pass on it from now on. The parking also just is horrendous. Why?
Who even lives in Manioc
I think
anymore?
like people that go to college,
Yeah.
frat bros.
So it's still fratty,
It's the
bro-y?
same like environment that
It
it's
feels
always
like
been.
everywhere in Philly is frat bros though now. Like even like the guys in
like-
like Fishtown and Port
Yeah.
Richmond and like it's just very frat bro-y kind of everywhere.
So I moved to New Jersey. You know.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah, I did
You
it.
really
I just
did.
joined a frat.
Yeah,
Yeah, alpha.
Yeah,
alpha.
the alpha. The
What's it?
alphas.
Is that
Alpha
old
males.
school? Is that old school where they join the frat? When they meet
Yeah,
their
I'm
frat?
pretty
Yeah.
much the same age as that they're supposed to be in that movie, which is pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I'm older somehow. I think.
Somehow,
I don't give a fuck.
believe it or not, dude, you're.
Breaking news.
I hope this isn't a sensitive subject. I'm straight up envious of your hair.
Really?
Yeah, you got it. You got this
Yeah.
going on.
I got like
Nice.
4 grays throughout my head, and I'm just like, I want to be gray so bad.
Well, you'll get there.
You don't like it?
I don't care.
I think it looks
Okay.
cool.
I went gray pretty early,
Mm.
but I still have it. And
Dude, I remember like
It's-
freaking 3/4 to nothing at one point. It was a bunch of fucking. I feel like you, Kimball.
Yeah.
Doyle doesn't have gray hair, does he?
No.
Not yet.
Brandon was like always dyeing his hair and shit, highlights. and stuff.
Yeah.
You got any other grays? Any other gray guys?
Honestly, just in the beard, like no pubes or anything. It's weird. And I'm pretty hairy. I do got a couple gray hair, chest hairs.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool, dude.
You got gray pubes? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't.
I don't know if they go gray.
Okay,
the-
I don't know. I never really thought about it.
Was
till
that the
right now.
drapes match the carpet? A carpet match the
Does
drapes?
the carpet
kinda?
match the
Yeah.
drapes?
Do pubes go gray? I think they. I feel like they might. I feel like they might go gray, but I think that's like you're into your older life at that point.
Do you think?
Pubes grow gray is a pretty good question.
Do you think that there's like 80-year-old guys that just have white pubic hair?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yo, if you
gotta
go
be.
to we could check this out. You ever been to the Bellevue?
Lemon Party, bro. They're
Oh.
gray as hell.
Are
they
they?
are gray. I don't think the Asian one was the white guys. I think the one guy's Asian. The one old guy's Asian.
I gotta get my phone. Man.
We need to know Lemon Party. I'm pretty sure they have gray pubes.
Yep. Non-dyed gray pubes.
What is going on? with
Maybe I gotta
Lemon
pull up
Party?
Lemon Party.
Shout out to Lemon Party.
Yo, you know what's got to be a rough transition? Having red hair and going gray.
Is that a thing?
I don't think they're
Because
red forever.
it doesn't go salt and pepper. It's what's it like? Salt and like
What's up with
Look
red
like a
hair
freaking
red
people?
pepper.
mogwai,
Yeah,
dude.
right.
Look-
It's,
What's up with red hair people?
Dude, can I say something controversial?
Sure.
Maybe a little race
I
science.
mean, this is not my place to tell you. To be honest.
I think that we're all similar species, but we're like dogs, or we're like different
Whoa.
breeds. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
it's heady.
But I don't think all of us are as obvious.
Yeah, like
That's why like black people can dunk and stuff, and we can't.
I don't know, man.
Well,
I
can you
seen-
dunk?
Well, no, I can't.
Case closed.
Case closed.
Case closed. Put it
Well,
in the
I
medical
mean-
books.
Yep.
No, but I mean, there are certain things like I feel like people that are like, I mean, like true redheaded people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like very pale. I think they're just a different breed.
They need more medicine, like to numb them, to
Needs-
anesthesia.
They need some milk.
They need some
They
milk.
need
They
some
definitely
milk.
need some milk. But
Yo.
when they go under anesthesia,
I need a lot of anesthesia. I'm gonna be a closet redhead. I do have freckles, but like,
Yeah.
so maybe it's if you have freckles, you need because when I get worked on my teeth, they give me like 9 shots.
Jesus.
Yeah, me too. Because I was like super addicted to opiates for so long that like,
I wasn't.
Well, you just might be.
You got the
bitch.
shit.
You might just be a bitch.
It's totally possible. My teeth are so sensitive.
My dentist was. I got a ton of work, and the dentist was like blasting me, like, and he's like, "Dom, I gotta ask you. We're giving you a lot of Novocaine here, and usually this is a sign that you might be abusing opiates. Is that a possibility?" And I was like, "Absolutely," because at that point I was probably on them right then. Like I was eating a lot of Percocets all the time, and he's like, "Ah, Dom, I'm not your doctor or anything. You're my friend and stuff, and it would be really good, I think, if you would stop doing that for your own stuff." I was like, "Well, thanks, Jeff." I was like, "I really appreciate that," and I did, but like at my own pace, like 8 years later. But,
Yeah. That's the
yeah,
best way
I
to quit.
Still dabble in them if I see them. I don't really care. I'll do whatever I want.
Yeah, dude, this is your life.
It sounds your doctor's
I'm
life.
already like, what? Who cares anymore what happens to me? You know, like
One life drug.
and you know, I play it safe. So, but yeah, it fucks your shit up. So, obviously,
I don't do any of that stuff. Maybe probably when I got tricked and taking them fucking Adderalls, dude. Got me for life.
be careful if you don't buy them from the street.
No.
Adderalls.
I mean,
I've heard people now that have bought like Adderall from the street and had to get Narcan now because they're pressing even Adderall now with like fentanyl in it and stuff. So be careful if you.
Is that just like a prank? How like people make like people make fucking computer viruses?
I don't really get it.
You're just a menace to society.
It's not the same feeling. I'll tell you that much. Like when you take an Adderall, right? They use the fentanyl because it's so cheap and you get like high from it. So like they can use a really tiny bit and put it in an Adderall pill and you'll feel euphoric. So you'll be like, oh, it's Adderall, it's working. You know what I mean? But like, it's not the same thing. Like
I would think it would be almost the opposite thing.
Yeah.
Well, opiates are for a lot of people like uppers. Like it's not like you don't just like get downed out. Like fentanyl, yeah, you get downed out. But like when I eat Percocets, like it's like almost the same thing as doing cocaine. Like I get like amped up. I'm like happy. I'm talking. Like you know, like it's not what you really.
It'd be funny if you thought that and you're actually just like leaning.
Yeah, I was having so much fun last night. And I was just like, yeah.
People are weekend at Bernie.
Just like scratching, like. I mean, that happens too. I drink a lot when I'm on them, which you're really not supposed to do.
Yeah, it sounds like an accelerator.
Yeah, I love it though.
Dude.
I haven't done it in a
peanut
really
butter
long
and jelly,
time.
you know,
It used
makes
to be
Do you
sense.
feel
fun.
like super bad the next day after you do
I
that?
feel like Superman. No, I feel terrible. I want to kill myself. Usually now it takes me like 3 days to recover from. I also don't drink like a normal person. Like I drink like when I start drinking, it's like I drink like it's the apocalypse. Like there's like a fireball coming at Earth. Like I drink like that when I drink.
How often do you drink?
I don't drink at all. And when I drink it, but when I get on tour, I latch onto it. But then when I'm home, I don't do it at all. So I think that's the reason why I'm not dead yet, because there's no way I would be able to keep this pace. So it's kind of good that I don't go out when I'm home, because when I'm on tour, I'm pretty bad.
I just smoke, bro. You should just smoke a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I do.
But you don't like to smoke on tour.
I do the opposite. I got to switch it up. It's good to change up, you know? And honestly, I say this every tour. I'm like, I'm going to slow down because I can't handle this shit. But then I just don't. Like, I turn into like a superhero of drinking. Like, it's fucked up, honestly. Everybody in my family's got the itch for that, but I drink all them under the table too now.
Dude, you should Did anyone ever tell you that alcohol tastes kind of bad though?
I know you said this, but I had to disagree with you here.
You think it tastes
good? Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Every type of alcohol? Because some is very like
there's
medicine
things-
tasting.
I mean, like with the stuff that you're like, what you're insinuating.
Yeah.
Like, do you actually like the taste of whiskey? Yes, I do.
That
Like,
makes
I
sense.
do. Like,
You learned it.
So when you catch a whiff of like peroxide or something, you're like, damn, I'm thirsty.
Hold me back.
no, but like
Nail polish remover, you're like,
gasoline, I do.
Oh, I mean, I love the smell of gasoline and grass. That's like a combo for me.
It's two different. That's
I don't like this one.
gasoline and grass together.
Yeah, it's like when you mow the lawn. It's
Oh,
all
like
triggers.
the lawnmower.
Yeah.
So
I also
we
just
don't
love.
have lawns where I can go like a Hitler mustache size patch of grass on.
Oh
on,
yeah,
out
yeah. I
front
thought you
of
saw
our
me.
house.
Yeah.
No.
You can just
Like this little square that you're like, well, why is that even there? Like just like Hitler's face. Like, why did you keep that? Like that's what my grass patch was out front of my house in Frankfurt. It was literally like 1 foot by 1 foot.
Do you just cut
square
it with
patch
the
of grass.
scissors.
So you could like kick it, like and it would be filled with like shit still.
Yeah, I just stopped
Just
mowing
like,
my backyard when I lived in the city. It was just a little safari out there. But it's like a 4x4.
Yeah,
dude, you could just weed whack that at that point, I feel like.
yeah.
Don't hit him
I probably
much.
did at some point, but I think we let it go for a while. One time.
Did you ever get whacked by the weed whacker?
No.
Whew.
On the ankle.
Dude, it sucks.
I whack
Yeah.
a lot too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I don't get on my feet.
When
Smart.
when I was in prison for a little while, I got moved to like a minimum security unit after I got my parole date. Like it was 3 months from going home.
Mm-hmm.
I was in minimum status, so I was like doing like highway cleanup and stuff like that, like on the side of the highway and like
Yeah.
full
Yeah.
orange jumper and all that. And that's like I could go on and tell you crazy shit that you maybe think is funny, but they had us cutting grass all the time, and we had to use whackers to do it, and we just do the big long strokes, just walking up the highway, just
Damn,
mowing
dude.
mowing the side of the highway. Also, it's like, who the fuck cares about that grass?
Yo, I like when it's moved when you're driving through like these cities on the highway. You're
Well,
like, it's me.
thanks.
Thank you. So I appreciate your work.
Yeah. Well,
Like, you ever drive down?
I'm glad it's appreciated at least. I was like,
I
because I would
appreciate
sit
it.
there, I'd be like, talk about like some Sisyphus type fucking pushing a rock up a hill for no reason. I'm just like, they really have me out here mowing the grass, and I'm doing it with a weed whacker.
You ever drive down 90? When you drive down 95 south to like wherever, and you're on those long stretches, and there's a lot of grass, and you're like, this looks great.
It was
It's been
me.
kept up.
It was me.
And thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'll take it. Support the troops.
Support them, dude.
All right, bro. Well, we don't want to hold you up here.
Oh,
Tom.
Yeah.
thank God.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming down and doing the pod.
Yeah, I'm
this
glad
is
I
sick.
finally
Yeah,
get
thanks,
to do
bro.
it. We should come back and we should talk again some more.
Yeah, let's-
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd
we
be
need
cool
to,
do this regularly. Every time
we need to get you in trouble. or
Yeah.
something.
We turned up the heat, but I want to
I talked about Hitler's mustache. I'm sure somebody's gonna be like, "How could you talk about Hitler's mustache?"
You just be like, well, my front lawn was this big, and his mustache is only this big, so I was like, tomato.
Yeah, those are two things that don't make sense.
Dude, you know what it is?
Have you ever seen anybody else with that mustache?
because he ruined it. Charlie Chaplin, but Hitler ruined a cool stash.
Oh, I guess Charlie Chaplin.
See,
did.
I think-
was it the same time or before?
I think, he's
I
a little
think
before.
Hitler took it from Charlie
Yeah,
Chaplin.
I think so too.
What a dick!
I know, he fucked the whole thing
He
up.
he
I
was
gotta
fucking
say,
Charlie.
it's one of the least swaggy mustache styles.
It's
you can
got to be the worst.
So if he ruined one, it's like I kind of wish he would have ruined like having a beard with no mustache.
Yeah, chin strap shit.
he would have fucked Mayfair in Philly up so bad, and all the Amish people. I don't.
Oh, all the Amish people, are like,
and like all the
no.
Dagestanis too, and
Oh,
like the
dude.
Russia. Shout out to the Dagestanis.
Well, I mean, I guess.
Assalamu alaikum.
I agree.
Any parting wisdom, sir?
You know, I don't really know.
Tell everyone who they should vote for in 2024.
Man, good luck. I won't be doing anything, and I that's some people really get pissed off about that, and I do encourage people to go and vote and to make the right decision, but I am not the person to make those type of decisions. There's enough misinformed people in this country with opinions everywhere, and I just don't want to add to that cesspool of things anymore. I don't approve of anything that's going on. What's happening in Gaza is disgusting to me, and it's not even remotely talked about, or it's just happening still right now. It's happening, and that's just the tip of the iceberg of what's going on here. So like, I don't get wrapped up in these politics anymore, because it's all it's a trap, and it's all a fucking lie, and I don't need to be involved. So
In 6 months, I'm gonna tweet, man. The
do you show a picture of me like
hummus in the
taking
Gaza Strip really fell off.
You're gonna see me like in the booth, like behind, pulling the Trump lever. No, I'm not getting in a fucking booth. I'm not even supposed to vote, also, because I'm a felon.
Yeah, can you vote?
I can because my name got fucked up upon exit, so it doesn't come up. So they sent me my voter's registration. I voted for Obama twice,
Oh yeah.
and then I voted.
I'd vote for him a third time if I could.
He's awful too, but I was just happy to vote. I was like, I'm fucking voting. Like,
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm not voting either ever again.
Yeah.
Well, yo, the last things, if you're not at this point,
I voted for Sleepy Joe too, and look what happened to that.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, exactly. At this point, if you're not voting third party, it's a waste of everyone in the past few years has been proven without a doubt that it doesn't make a fucking difference.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. People argue with you.
I don't.
For
It
sure.
doesn't make a difference.
I don't believe any of it anyway. I don't want to like put out more misinformation that there's already plenty, but like I just don't believe anything anymore. Like what is the like nothing?
I don't even pay my taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Shh, Al Capone. Man.
We are in New Jersey, dude. They're a tax town.
They love taxes.
I'm terrified every single day
of the tax man.
of being alive.
Yeah, me too. But
I'm just scared of everything.
so you're afraid? Yo, I have that problem too.
yeah.
I think that's because we're
I'm a
closeted gay men.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's been a question forever, but I don't know if that's it. I think I just don't understand anything anymore. Nothing makes sense. And I just like don't want to think about it.
Yeah. So also voting is like kind of a chore.
Well, they make it a chore anymore for sure. When I voted for Obama, that shit was easy. Just slid up in there. I was like, done.
I feel like that was the last time.
That a black president was in.
I feel like that was the last. I feel like Obama was the last time we had a black president. Anybody ever notice that?
Yeah.
No, like I feel like that was the last time where I remember people being like everybody voted. I feel like since then it has felt like
No, dog.
Yeah,
fucking Trump vote shit was fucking lit.
I don't remember. That's the thing. I don't remember it being that way.
Motherfuckers were lined up outside analog voting for that shit.
It's about like a Supreme drop kind of out there.
Yeah, like that shit was hell attended. That was probably the most anybody's ever voted. They even voted twice to make sure Trump didn't win.
2020. Yeah, dude. I remember people like posting like
As a
people were
joke.
celebrating in the streets when Biden won, and I was like, oh man, this is
Yeah, I can't.
dark, man.
Bro, I would never, ever get hype on a president.
Dude, I was out in the
hy-
streets and like in the middle of a traffic intersection doing the Dougie.
Backpack kid all over the
That's
place.
sad, man. People are
Bye, Don. That was me. I was that guy.
people are pathetic.
Straight up. Well, not us. Not us
Yeah.
three fucking swaggy
Yeah.
pimps. Listeners and watchers, join the Patreon,
Yeah.
patreon.com/quitYourBand while you still can.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Wait, is that why I'm on the show? Is this a subtle message?
This is plug time. Plug whatever you got.
No. I forgot the title of the show is "Quit Your
Your Band."
Band." Is this an intervention? Because I probably need one at this point.
It's time to quit.
Yeah.
That should be your angle.
Trying to make
You
sure
should get people in and be like,
time
it's
ticking.
about time there.
So our original, I think, thought was to just talk about like all of the stuff that kind of sucks about being in a band, and just like, hey, we're stuck doing this now. Like I was saying before, it's the only thing I can do. I can do other things. I just like it feels torturous. Like, dude, driving. You did this morning, but I mean, you didn't.
I left New York at 4:30.
Dude, driving in the morning when it's dark outside is inhumane. That's like humans aren't supposed to be doing that. Dude, like your stomach hurts. You're not supposed to be awake at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, same thing at night. I don't know if this is like this for everybody. Once it gets after a certain hour, my body, I start to feel like a deep sadness where I'm like, everyone's supposed to be asleep right now. I'm not supposed to be up and about.
No, you gotta start doing more drugs. It's like the opposite. Then when I wake up in the morning after like doing drugs, I'm like, as soon as my eyes open, I'm like, oh my god, I'm still fucking here, and like I just, I'm paralyzed with like depression.
I just
from-
smoke
so it's
weed
like
all day
the
long.
opposite. The sun is like a nightmare to me. I fucking hate it.
See, I would love the sun.
Yeah, I feel things with the sun.
The sun is fucking
It came out today, and I got hyped.
straight up, dude.
Yeah.
I did. I was whipping and nay-naying in my apartment when I saw the sun come out.
That's nice. I like that thought.
Yeah. Well,
Makes
thank
me
you,
happy.
bro.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Yeah, love you too.
Love you too.
Bro.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Dole got us good on the last one
Yeah,
at the
he
end. I
did.
was like, "What's your least favorite race?" He said, "Probably Daytona 500." I was like, "Oh, he's good."
He's so fast sometimes.
He was good.